Hi guys, it's Risa. How you doing? So today I'm excited to teach you how to make a really simple pesto white sauce. If you don't want to use pesto, you don't have to, but that's what I'm using. In the summer, I made pesto, but you're going to have to check out my YouTube video how I made a low-fat pesto, okay? And you're going to need my pesto if you want pesto, or you can add cheese to it. You could add a little bit of tomato sauce. It'll be really delicious, whatever you decide to add, or just some garlic and pepper and salt. But a little cheese is usually good if you're not putting in like pesto or a flavoring, okay? Anyways, I'm making it on spaghetti squash, okay? So I've already cooked my spaghetti squash. I bought a couple from Costco, good price there. And I cooked it for about an hour. I poke it a little bit, put it on a cookie sheet. Once it's soft, cut it in half, and then turn it over and cook it for about another 10 minutes so that it'll be easy to scoop out all the great insides, okay? And this is a great low carb option for you. Now with this sauce, you can use pasta, you can use zoodles, you can use whatever you want. You're not restricted to just using spaghetti sauce, but a spaghetti squash. So whatever you decide to use. You're gonna need milk, you're gonna need flour, and you're going to need a butter or margarine of your choosing. So when you make a white sauce, you want equal parts fat to flour, okay? On a low heat, I'm adding a tablespoon of margarine. I found this margarine is only 2 smart points. I tried using I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Light like I usually do. And I found when I added the flour, it just bunched up into chunks and it didn't dissolve very well. So it needs a little bit of fat, but this is a low saturated fat. So when you're looking for a healthy option, look for low saturated, okay? So on a low heat, you're simply just going to melt your fat. Well, this is the margarine, and I'm going to be using a tablespoon of flour. So once it's melted, make sure you have a whisk, and you're going to add it slowly. And you're going to add the flour and incorporate it into the butter or margarine or whatever oil you decide or fat that you decide. And you want to make a nice thick sauce, but you don't want to be able to taste the flour, okay? So you want to make sure you mix it really well. So this takes a bit of time. You just have to be patient and mix and mix and mix and mix. And then we're going to bring it over so you can see that you mix it and it starts to get a bit thick. This is for one person, but if you're making for more, for a family of 4, so I would probably use 4 tablespoons. But you'll see how much sauce you think you need. With one portion, you get quite a bit. All right, and then you're going to start adding your milk. I'm using 1% milk. And you're just going to keep mixing it. And you mix it and mix it until it gets nice and thick. And it's already getting nice and thick. I had made a sauce over there because I was going to just do a little bit of this and show you, but it's thickening nice and quickly. And you can see that it's getting to be a really nice thickness, and you don't want lumps, so you have to keep stirring it. So that was about a half a cup of milk. And it's quite nice and thick already. I might just add a little bit more. Sometimes you just have to play around with it. And that might just be enough sauce for me. And it's going to be super delicious. Now, oops, in the summer, on one of my videos, I made pesto and I froze it. It's a fantastic thing to do. So come watch my video and you'll find out how to make a low-fat pesto. If you don't like pesto, you can use just garlic and some cheese in this, some salt and pepper, whatever spices that you really like. You could add some nice fresh rosemary would be a really nice flavor. So, you know, the thing about making a sauce, it's up to you and it's just a base. A recipe is just a base. So if you want to change it up, you can change it up. So look my recipe up. It's low fat. It's delicious. And I've had it thawing and I'm just going to add it. And you'll see how nice this is. And it's getting so thick. You may not like it so thick. You might like it a little thinner, so just add a little bit more milk. For 1 cup of milk, it's 3 Smart Points. I guess you could also use almond milk if you want. For those that don't like using skim milk or 1% milk, you can use whatever milk you want. And I'm just going to use a pinch of salt just to bring out the flavor. I'll put in just a bit of some garlic powder. You could use fresh garlic if you want. And I'm just going to get a spoon and taste it. I'm going to add a little pepper because I love pepper. Just a bit. So you can see that's a really, really nice thick sauce. It's really rich and without all those calories. Delicious. Now, I decided for my protein that I'm going to have shrimp tonight. I bought this at Walmart, and for 9 shrimp, lots of protein, 1 Smart Point. So, I'm going to take my spaghetti, just looking for my fork that I had here. And I'm going to scoop out my spaghetti squash. It's so delicious and it's such a great option. Again, if you don't want to use spaghetti squash, you can use whatever you want. You want to use zucchini noodles. You can use whatever you want, but this is a really nice option. And I'm going to actually add my shrimp to my sauce because I want to heat it up a bit. Just going to stir that in. And if you want to make some chicken, you have leftover chicken, you can add that. And look at that. It's beautiful. And then I'm going to pour it over my spaghetti squash. Turn this off. Super good. And voila. If you want to add a little bit of cheese or some chili flakes, You can do that. It's amazing. A great sauce that's low in points, low in fat, high in protein. And if you want, you can have a side dish with, I have these smart buns that I was going to make like some garlic toast with it. Just toast it up, 1 smart point for the whole bun, and you have a beautiful dinner. Okay, so I hope you like this recipe. Come visit me at Reese's Recipes and Weight Watchers Tips. Don't forget to subscribe, and love you guys. Bye for now.